Why does brother get grounded and you don't?
I don't know, man.
Right.
Right. So, this is session 6, and we return back into the capital city of Goldenvale, where a lot of things is currently happening. Let's see. Last week, in the morning, each one of your characters, each one of you guys, had decided to do a few of your own minor tasks. Some shopping, others exploring, and a few picking up right where you left off with your downtime. And especially those who are trying to figure out certain things that they learned from their downtime. Chester decided to look for everyone to recruit them in hopes to find something within the city underbelly. But unbeknownst to him, a few of the people he knew already made their way down, namely Norv and Sylvan. Sylvan had made her way into the underbelly to look for a certain someone from her past, whereas Norv was trying to pick up right where he left off with his downtime, trying to figure out um, where he could find that magic item that he had learned about. Of which case, at this current point in time, he has but crumbs of info. And let's see, who else is here? Chester, Arthur, and Alvar, on the other hand, made their way down together, following Chester's lead, and his lead being the Brotherhood of Murex, which led them into a secret tunnel leading directly into the underbelly. Soon after, they would be face to face with the King's Coin, numbering to at least about 50 in a large coliseum underground. There, with the coin that they had, they paid off their entry and made their way, eventually meeting with Norv along the path. Meanwhile, Sylvan had met with her friend and an alchemist who had called himself Kethan. His friend, whose name was Nakatani, was working under Kethan, and while a few words were shared, Sylvan understood the unspoken contract of the underbelly, and soon made her way out. All while the group of Norv and the rest continued to explore, eventually leading to a fork. They chose to go a certain path and found themselves in front of a tunnel, covered in magical darkness, but before they would decide what to do, they would be interrupted by a strange purple-toned Illide, who would ask about the group and specifically one disguised Arthur, who would soon reveal himself to be something he is not. Soon after, the Illide would leave with a strange watch in hand, leaving all of you to wonder and worry exactly what is going on with this group and what you're going to do next, as that is where we begin our session for today, deep in the underbelly of the city still. Norv and Arthur. The two of you there, kind of just as you're all looking at each other, you see Chester seemingly fixated but focused, had already finished his job down in the underbelly and wishes to leave. Meanwhile, Arthur, on the other hand, not Arthur, rather, Alvar, on the other hand, tells all of you that he still has patrols that he has left to do within the day. And if anything else, if no one else has any priorities to be done in the underbelly, then he shall leave.
Let's see. I don't think.
I will go first. Seeing Chester and Avatron leave, I go to Roden and ask, for a deal. If you help me with my quest to find it, let me check. What was that? Mysterious alchemist, Nakatani, I will help you to find the amulet of the serpent.
Wait. If I remember, Nakatani in your let's see, where's your letter? Anyways, from your information is in this catacomb, right?
He supposedly is in the north, in the alchemist shop.
Fine. Cause I feel you're more um fitting in the underbelly than I am.
Oh,
Sure. But I do not have information. Hopefully, I can get information from Nakatani regarding this magic item that I have.
if he's safe, actually, let me read the vision. Eh, if he isn't dangerous, and since he's an alchemist, maybe he knows whereabouts of magical items like the amulet.
The amulet,
The amulet of the serpent.
serpine.
I'm assuming you agree.
Yes, I agree.
Right.
Hopefully.
I forgot where it is. I remember it being north.
Make me
Arthur would
a
surely
history
remember.
check.
Where's the letter? Where's the letter, Cast?
It should be there
It's in
within
quest.
your
Quest.
quests.
Adventure is
Fine,
guild.
here.
History check. History check. Oh, if I fail, let's do the your quest first. 15.
Okay.
15. On a 15, you can just about remember that it was north of a tavern that you passed by a while back.
Ah, we passed it. What?
Why are we
Right.
here then?
You were
No.
here to follow Chester's obsession to,
Shenanigans.
To
to
the
find
catacombs.
this place, the catacombs.
Oh yeah.
Up. Seeing we don't we don't have anything else to do here. Do you want to leave or do you want to explore the catacombs?
Wait, let me check my or breakdown time. The Ratway. Magic item, the bowels of the city, underbelly, in a place called the Ratway.
The right
Is
way,
this
not
the
the
rat?
wrong way.
Well, the serpent
Is this the
amulet
rat?
in a rat way.
Is this a Ratway?
Doesn't
It's filled
seem
with
like it.
zombies though. I don't want to fight zombies without.
It's undead, not zombies.
Sorry, undead.
And you can't even enter without dying, so
True. There's magical darkness as well.
want
I
to
think
jump in and see what happens.
Are you daring me?
Do you want to gamble?
Alright, let's do a. What do we do? Okay.
Yeah, the same thing by the way. I'm asking if you need anything else here, we can stay. Otherwise, let's go to the tavern.
Want to gamble? Roll a 1d100. If you're higher, they'll do yours. If I'm higher, we'll go in.
You don't know
Okay,
that.
let's go now. Let's go now.
You
It's
first.
Jover. This is how the...
Let's go down then.
Right. As the two of you begin to make your way down, you
I-
notice as Alver and Chester both kind of watch and tell you that that might not be the best idea, since the two of them are heading up to the surface at this moment. They're not coming down
Do we
with
heed
you.
their warning? Do we heed their warning?
AKA Cass's warning.
Right. You're right. Let us leave.
Fine.
We're all
Fine. Fine. Let's go find the alchemist then. Which is close by the lying bat
Speaking of-
and bar.
The alchemist. Up top on the surface. At this point in time, it's nearing midday.
Light.
Argila, you just passed by a small potion trader, a few kind of small like vials of random bits and bobs. You can tell that there's small labels that says healing potions, a few others simply one that seems to act pretty much like coffee, keeps you awake for a very long time. Another lets your drowsiness overtake you, some kind of sleeping potion, and a few other things there. And what are you doing currently?
Given that I was snooping around for the past couple of weeks, and now that I have information in hand, um, first things first. Does Arjuna know of a way to contact Duke Cromwick?
Aside from a physical contact, you can always write him a letter through Pyra. That has always never failed.
How much is the cost again?
Where you currently are, it's a gold per paper. If you find the right place, that is.
Oh well, there's a potion area, so I'm pretty sure the pirate paper is nearby. So I will look for a place and buy some pirate paper.
Okay. Make me a quick perception check.
I it now scales with my intelligence.
Are you smart though?
Yes, actually. Well, kind of. Uh, and this time I get to use a feature.
Wow.
Whoa!
Good of truth. Insight, investigation, remember to make this check. Get a bonus to your roll. Already position. Okay, okay. Intelligence
how
in
many
place of
dice
wisdom.
do I have?
Alright.
Of one action.
Damn, that is pretty cool.
Yes, but I'm not sure how where. I don't know how many dice I have.
That is for what?
You didn't
Your
read
Intellect
intellect
die.
die.
Is
Should be
is there a
there
max or
somewhere.
I don't see it? I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. I think it's just something that you
should be
roll.
there somewhere.
Here, intellect die. It doesn't say anything, right? It's just something that you roll, I think.
Yeah. So what is your intellect die?
It's a D6 right now because I'm still level 3.
Yeah. Then it's you roll it.
So I'll always have a plus D6. Damn.
Yeah. You get a bonus
big?
equal to your intellect die, which is a d6.
Is that big? In the any standards?
Pretty
Yes,
good.
because
A plus
Really
maybe
nice.
6.
yep, average is like
21, right? Yeah, plus 3 average.
no, it's actually 7 divided by it. Math. It's math.
Yes, I see.
The math is mathing, right? We continue. You're looking around trying to find a place that might sell something like that, and you just about stumble across this very small store. There's a cart outside, and it looks as though it's a bit abandoned, but the interior, from where you're seeing, it seems as though there is someone working there currently.
All right. Walk over and then I call over. Excuse me. Is there anyone here?
You see the man kind of turn off towards you. He just gives you a quick investigation, just kind of up to down. And he just gives you a nod. I'm here. I'm here behind the counter. Hello. What are you here for today in Jiffy's cartography?
Would you happen to have some pirate paper?
We have a few in stock. If you're looking for a few, we sell 3 for 1. Current
3 for
minor sale.
a single gold.
Yes.
That is quite a deal. Let me have 6 then.
Okay. Then he starts packing up a few pieces of paper, hands it off to you, and Just when you place the gold, you exchange in between. Anything else you're willing to buy while you're here?
Hmm. Argilo thinks for a moment. What can you say? A penny for your thoughts. What can you say about the current state of the war?
I haven't heard of
Very
anything from the
personal.
guards. No news. Even the Golden Rule isn't sending out any bit of news about the war. So either we won or something's going on.
Well, you'd think if we won, they would announce it to the heavens by now, no?
Good point. Either way, something strange is happening, and the Duke himself isn't saying anything, hasn't been out of this estate in a while.
You think he's too busy with his family? I heard he's a family man.
Truth be told, if things continue to be this silent, I'm quite sure that several of the merchants will start packing up and leaving.
Well, there would be no reason for them not to. Thank you for your opinion. Greatly appreciated.
He gives you a nod.
Argila nods. Yes. Nods as well and leaves. What's the name of the cartography place again?
Jiffy's Cartography. Yeah, I'll write it
What
down.
district am I in?
You are in the residential district. The residential quarter.
Okay. Alright. And now for the next stop. Argila would actually like to go back to the dirt and shoveling. Because he knows that from his information, he can enter the underbelly from that point. So
Okay. You start making your way there, and from the residential quarter all the way across, it's a bit of a trek on foot. On foot, it'll take you about maybe like less than an hour. Close to an hour, rather.
not bad.
And yeah, for a while, you just kind of continue walking along the streets. You don't hear much about anything. It seems as though most people are on edge, not hearing any kind of news from the war, the armies, not even the guards are talking about the war. And you can tell that people are starting to be estranged by that fact. As soon as you continue towards the Shadow District, and eventually when you do arrive, you see one particular Sylvan, her kind of body very crossed, and as though she had just seen a traumatic, or rather experienced something incredibly traumatic.
And that's, I'm guessing,
That is
Sylvan,
Sylvan,
yeah?
as you arrive in the Shadow District. Right across from the Dirt and Shovelin, another inn, that's where she had just come out from.
oh, I noticed her coming out, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I look over and say, Sylvan, what are you doing here?
I came from beneath. I need a nap.
Would, you seem a bit out of it. Are you alright?
I'll be alright after just a quick rest. I can't.
Very well, my friend. That good luck. Thumbs up awkwardly.
She just kind of speed walks past you.
You also notice that her hands are in her pockets, seemingly clutching something as she continues past.
Can I investigation check that real quick? Or,
Go ahead.
yes. Can I?
Yeah, make a perception of the investigation.
Okay. Would it count as using a search action?
No, this is just
Yeah,
straight
you're
up
not exactly
looking.
searching through it.
I'm searching for something within his hand. Her hand.
You're more like investigating why he's
So
doing.
okay, so investigation then or perception?
Yeah, just regular perception. Just not a search
Okay.
action.
I am
Mm.
rolling with a d6. 15.
Yeah, you can tell that she is most definitely clutching onto her coin pouch very tightly.
As I see her leave, I say, "Troubles with money."
She she's most likely far from reach now.
Oh, I'll brisk walk. Troubles with money.
Power walk. Power walk.
Power walk. Catching up to her.
uh, kind of, yes.
I see.
Where's the nearest inn again that isn't here?
There's one right next to it. It's literally in front of the inn. You know, the rival inn, the Dirt and Shovel Inn. You might want to go in.
She just kind of 180s and then runs back to that inn.
Wait, back to the other inn.
The
The
other inn.
Not the Dirt and Shovel Inn.
No, not the dirt and the. Yeah, she's going to the dirt and shovel. There we go.
Okay, okay. Right, I will follow suit, I guess, but instead of talking to Sylvan, Arjula will go to the innkeep, who I now know is Mr. Giovanni.
Hmm.
So, yes, I entered
Yeah.
the inn.
So you're going along with Sylvan then to the dirt and shoveling.
Yes, but I'm not accompanying her. I'm going straight to the innkeep.
Okay. As you begin to make your way there, you open the door. You see that it is quite empty today. Usually there would be at least 3 or 4, your usual visits with Norv's Guild. There's at least 4 people eating, drinking. Today seems to be a slow day, and only the innkeep stands there along with whatever noise is happening in the back.
As I walk in, I raise my hand. Mr. Giovanni, greetings.
He just looks off towards your back. Good morning.
I have been searching around, and I have heard that you have a way for me to enter a particular part of the city.
He then begins to kind of turn off towards the door. I assumed you'd be making your way down there within the day. Your friends had already made their way down. Word travels fast among a few of our people.
I see. And do I have to pay some sort of toll to enter this part of the city?
Why, yes. Let's say 10 gold for protection until you get into city proper. Afterwards, you're on your own.
Arjula will try to insight check that.
What are you trying to find out?
If he's trying to frisk me of my money.
Go ahead.
Get to roll d6 for this because insight.
He doesn't seem to be actively trying to extort your money.
$10 gold. That seems like a lot.
He just kind of gives you a quick look. If you're heading into the underbelly, 10 gold is nothing.
Well, I may not have coin, but I have information. And seeing as you're an innkeep of this establishment, maybe you might want some.
Well, there is something that they say in the underbelly. Information for information. What do you have?
Let's see. I'll start by talking about. Let's see. Which one? Which one should I give off first? I can
Girl
talk
has
about the king's
information.
coin here. Actually, I'll talk about the king's coin, and I'll mention their connection with a network of merchants and their leader being called the banker.
Okay. You mentioned a few things to him, and it already looks as though he knows a few things about the king's coin, but not so much so the specificities about it. And in turn, he tells you a few things. He tells you that down there in the underbelly, information for information is something that you pay regularly. If you don't have the coin, everything is, well, rather, coin is power down in the underbelly. And should you make your way down there without it, well, it would just be like walking into a camp of bandits without a sword.
Hmm. Hmm. You know what? Fuck it. I will look at the innkeep. I will pull out my 10 gold, and I will say, "Take me to the city proper."
And what about your friend? He kind of turns off towards Sylvan in the back.
I've already been down there. I just want to take a nap and forget about it.
Well, that'll be 3 copper for a room.
She starts like she pulls out her very tightly clenched gold pouch and pulls out 3 copper. By the way, Argella, everything he said
Yes.
is pretty much true. Money is power, your blood and lifeline. And she heads up to the rooms.
I have 1 gold left.
Oh, that's not good.
Yikes! No,
Let's go.
someone's
Argilla,
about to die.
Argilla booked a one-way trip to fucking hell.
Wow. No preparations, it seems.
Right. You start making your way down, and as you, rather, the innkeeper points you towards a rather inconspicuous door. It looks as though it's some kind of uh, indoor outhouse. Basically, uh, where you take a dumperoni.
Okay.
And it looks rather strange for it to be in that one very odd corner surrounded by several walls. But as you open the door, someone right behind you kind of taps. And you can see that this man is kind of very, very large. He has kind of golden hair that almost puts up into a kind of a duckbill kind of hairstyle. A very kind of thick beard, and he just turns towards you. Hello there, my name's Marcus. Giovanni there told me to bring you to the city.
That is true, yes. I will be in your care, Marcus.
Be sure to keep your coin handy.
There is no need to worry about that.
And you watch as he just kind of tells you to scoot over as he begins to take the lead in all of this.
Very
And
well.
for a while, what feels like an hour of walking would pass. Eventually, you'll be led into a pretty large tunnel, man-made. Soon after, you'd feel this strong breeze coming from the other end. And once you finally make it out, this large, kind of scenic, underground city appears before you. And Marcus, who is currently standing right in front of you, kind of gives a quick look around. Well, this is city proper. And I hope you be safe.
My friend, before you go,
He just kind of tilts his head.
one question. I am aware that the King's Coin have made their base of operations in this part of the city, yes?
That is what the rumors say. No one really likes to talk about it.
Would you be aware of any sort of rumors as to where they are?
Well, I might have an inkling, an idea, but as what many say,
Information for information. Very well. Argilla will talk about. Well, there's no harm in using the same information as I gave to us, I guess, to Mr. Mr. Giovanni. So I'll give that.
okay. Then he tells you that off towards the east, where you currently are, east of where you are, is a large coliseum. That place is the entryway into the King's Coin Den. Though not many have ever seen it.
Okay.
And that's as much as he tells you.
Argilla will nod, thank him for his service, and head straight to the Colosseum.
All right. Following the directions of Marcus, you start making your way off towards the east. A small 30-minute walk in the darkness, as all of these places are almost completely covered with darkness, except for a handful of buildings with small torches to the side, bits of lanterns and lamps that guide you almost barely. Eventually, you make it out to a large coliseum, about 4 stories, at least 4 stories tall. From the top in the outside, you can just about see that there are a handful of people sitting. And right where the entryway is to this coliseum is a headless man. His body is thrown
Headless man.
about, blood pooling, quite recent. And as you turn towards the left, trailing the pool of blood, you see his head rolling off towards the left-hand side.
Let's start.
Do I recognize this head?
Not to your knowledge, no. But this death was quite recent.
There are people around this body, yes?
No. But there are people just walking past it.
Do I see any trails of blood?
Aside from the one pooling into the floor on his corpse, no.
Let me activate my investigation abilities. And I will investigate. I'm gonna get a cursory look around, see if I can get any idea of who this person was, and maybe what sort of weapon they got killed by. The recency of the kill. It was recent, but I want to know how recent. Any affiliations this guy might have had.
How close are you going to go towards the body? Are you gonna be like pretty close, or are you staying your distance?
I am staying my distance. At like something like I would be like I guess how a normal person would be when they see a dead body in the street. They're not gonna go too near.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at it and try not to look phased by it.
From where you are, it seems as though this man was headed towards the east, coming from the west. On their hands, it seems to be some kind of clutched bit of cloth. You can just about tell that cloth eerily looks similar to coin pouches. This man tried to steal from someone. That was until his head got chopped off in almost an instant. And this was quite recent being maybe an hour ago.
Okay, so the thing that they were trying to steal is gone now, or is it still with them?
They don't have it. You only see like a piece of cloth from it.
All right. Argilla will continue east towards the Colosseum.
Okay. You continue eastward, walking ever so closely into the shadows. Eventually, after some time, you make it there. About 5 minutes of walk, you're right at the entry gates. There doesn't seem to be any guards or anything, but you can tell that there is a handful of laughter inside. And you have this strange feeling to keep your weapon in hand. Or it might not even matter.
All right. Is there any official-looking person within the vicinity? Maybe like a clerk or some sort of guard.
There are no guards on the exterior. There is one kind of very large double door. And doesn't seem to be any kind of entryway aside from scaling the side of this Colosseum to make it to the top.
I'm guessing there is like a peephole in the door.
There is a very small peephole.
I'll knock on the door.
You start knocking on the door, and on the other side, as the door begins to creak open, you see one particularly burly Goliath. Kind of turns towards you very quickly.
Might I ask exactly what you're doing in this little gathering of ours?
Ah, yes. I was told I could make a deposit here. May I meet your banker?
He turns off towards the back. You can see that his entire head kind of tilts over. Then he turns back towards you.
Well then, it seems as though you have some kind of death wish or perhaps a good proposition.
You watch as he
Why not
begins to
both?
open the door. And as he does, almost instantly, you start to see about 30 people on one side of the Colosseum, all kind of circling around one large round table in the middle. And that round table, a few seats, a few people, and one particularly hooded man, his face completely covered, his feet just kind of resting on the circle table. And he looks off towards you. Let him in, let him in. Now,
Question,
who is
is
this
that voice familiar?
visitor?
Is the voice familiar?
Not to your knowledge, no. Right. As he says those words, you see as Goliath begins to usher you inside. And all these people around you begin to look just kind of curious as to who you might be.
Hey, could you
But-
give me a moment to write something?
You watch as the entire Colosseum almost begins to stand on edge. Goliath right behind you has already prepared his weapon in hand, and it looks as though some things might not be interchangeable. Or rather, you might not have a lot of things to do here. As the entire group right in front of you, especially that hooded man, just kind of tilts his head. You are here for business with me. Am I correct about this?
Yes, I am.
And why would you need to write anything?
A little confirmation.
Well, it would depend then. What are you writing on? Regular paper?
Full disclosure, pirate paper. But I will let you read its contents.
And who is this addressed to?
If I write the message first, would I be able to not give you an answer should you feel it safe enough?
Well, now I'm quite curious. You watch as he says those words, crossbows immediately start pointed towards you.
My friend, I am quite aware that I am not leaving this room alive if I so much as slightly offend you, so do not worry. I will not try anything funny. You can ask your people outside, and you know that I was not followed.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out who you're sending this to.
But that would spoil the surprise. Very well. How
Arrow
about...
straight towards your foot. Let me see. Let's see.
He's feeling the
that is
underbelly now.
86
Yep.
plus 2.
Yeah.
He's feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Straight towards your foot and instantly just kind of pins you down. An arrow. And you start to feel the blood pool as the pain starts ringing out across.
It appears I must get in your good graces. Very well. I will share you one of my secrets for as a token of good faith. And as I do that, I will slowly shapeshift into clay.
As you transform into your true form, you see as the banker quickly turns towards you. Ah, well. Looks as though we have some interesting visitors today. First a man from the Murex, and now one particular rival off in the far east.
You call me a rival, but I do not see ourselves as that.
Well, when
Sorry.
money flows off towards your corner of the world and mine, you want all that flow back into your little guild, and that's what exactly is what I would call a rivalry.
Argilla coughs a bit. But you see, my friend, there's something called mutual benefit, as it were. We can do more than just squabble over, who owns what cut. We can make millions. We can take over entire cities. These wars of men, they don't talk coin. They don't know people like we do. We're all greedy motherfuckers in the end. Ain't that right?
You see his eyes kind of squint down. You can't quite see his mouth, but you can tell that he's smiling under that. And you start to see as one guy from within the stands, up above on the stairs, kind of sitting down, starts making his way towards the banker. And you recognize this man to be that same exact man that had stopped you on your way towards the city. And he starts kind of speaking in hush into his ear, and you watch as the banker gives another small smile, turns towards you. Well, it's been how many days now? 15, 2 weeks, maybe more. And you're already doing a lot of busy work. Transporting goods for Cromwick. Speaking to a handful of unknown identities within the Green Quarter. You've done quite considerable work for what little time has passed.
And that just means I can do so much more. If we work together, that is.
Why exactly is a branch head of the Knife and Key walking around in the underbelly where our particular guild is king above all?
Like I said, man, we humans, or humans, we people, we're greedy motherfuckers.
That is indeed true. So what do you propose?
Wow. I didn't expect to get this far. Alright then. My branch of the Knife and Key and the King's Coin. I wouldn't call it an alliance. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't really want to call it that anyway. But let's say we talk business every now and then. You know, start to get to know each other. And you know, if you need fencing for some of your goods, well, you can pass it to my boys. I can do the same for yours. You know, there's a big customer base back in the West. You gotta tap that shit, man.
And you see the few other people around that round table begin to speak amongst each other. While all of this is happening, back towards the group of Alver, Norv, and Arthur.
Oh, holy shit. I thought I was gonna die, bro. Holy fuck.
The three
Yup.
of you. What are you guys doing?
My heart was pumping.
He didn't. He got shot in the foot though.
Yep. Well, I guess I'm losing blood, so my heart isn't pumping as fast.
just the adrenaline.
I'll die from blood rush or blood loss.
But
It's actually
anyways,
over
yeah.
half my HP too. Yeah, go ahead.
What are the three of you doing back, I guess, by the fork? You guys were making your way off towards this mysterious alchemist.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Were there any troubles along the way?
Thankfully, even though it seems as though Chester is not with you anymore, it just looks as though he's figured out a way to leave. Seems as though the protection from the King's Coin remains evident.
Oh, it transfers.
You feel like a few eyes being set on you, a few hands trying to rim through your pockets, hands that immediately get cut off the moment they even reach you, bodies that somehow fall off roofs out of nowhere. But at the very least, you know that the King's Coin has your back with that hefty price that you have paid.
King's Coin
The
is quite a
same-
good guy, bro.
The same doesn't seem to apply to Norv.
No.
Whereas Alver and Arthur, the two of you, see all of this happening. Just off in the distance, you see as Norv, very quickly, someone pass by every now and again, but then gets scared away by the mound of bodies following your wake.
Oh my god.
Seems as though for now, Norv, as long as you stick around with them, you might be safer.
Can we loot? I asked Rodan.
No. Sorry, no.
I remember Rodan. You were a bit lacking in gold.
Wait, sorry. I look at what's called this? Arthur. It's like, Arthur, why are their bodies falling around?
Well, we paid. Chester paid a lot of money for protection.
We paid to win.
Huh.
They bought
And-
Vulcan.
They just ask for gold.
Yes, everything here looks seems to be running on gold. It seems they value gold over money here. No,
I don't-
gold over their lives. Gold over their lives.
I don't think you should touch the bodies then. I think that's how they earn such money as well.
If you say so. I'm not the one that's broke.
Well, carry on. So where is this alchemist? Where are we, Cass? I'm pretty
Where
sure
are we
we're
currently, actually?
You're
are
currently
we
now.
back at the-
Yeah, you're right in front of that tavern that you passed by. Let me look at the name very quickly.
where I got scammed.
Yes, that tavern by the name of Reval's Locale.
Oh yeah, very familiar.
There is no sign anywhere outside, but there is enough noise inside from people happily drinking away. Some kind of skullduggery going on inside.
It's a big word. Can you define that?
What's skullduggery?
Like,
Like
oh, it's
adventure?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought tomfoolery. It's like a synonym or something.
Oh, really?
No, it's like unscrupulous behavior.
Okay.
Sounds the
Can you-
same.
Can you?
Unscrupulous, having or showing no moral principles.
Oh,
Wait, what's a principle?
Wow.
What's a principle?
Principal as in the role or as an adjective?
like in a school?
I'm ending this section right now.
Everyone in the temple just Tamer just runs at us and tries to kill us.
As we're in the tavern, so we should just go north, I believe, based on the paper.
I guess.
Okay.
This is where me and Sylvan broke up.
Damn.
Oh, what
Damn.
the fuck?
Sag.
You know it, so so you know, right? You have knowledge on the alchemist since Sylvan was also looking for it.
No. Out of character? No, since Sylvan never mentioned an alchemist and just his friend.
I see.
True.
And
True.
Nakatani
Could we
or
ask
something.
where? And then I would ask, where did Sylvan said she would go?
She would go north. I did not. Wait. Can I do history check? I'm pretty sure I heard the conversation of Sylvan and the information
Yeah.
while they were talking. I was behind her.
You don't need to roll. You know that
Okay.
north of where the tavern is a secret laboratory run by someone by the name of Kathan.
Laboratory.
Yeah, secret. I say that to the group. Like
Sounds
Kafan.
like where an alchemist would be. You know? Sounds like an
That's right.
adventure.
Well, it's literally called
Laboratory.
No, we
secret
wait,
lab.
we already established that Ketan is the thing, but we forgot we call him Kinaf.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah.
No. That was supposed to be out of character. Well, but I don't remember it.
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
now in character.
I'm pretty sure your
No.
character.
No,
No,
in character we forgot it's Ketan, it's Kinaf in character.
Cannot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I shouldn't. Arthur, the person, shouldn't actually be forgetting. But what can we do? Also, I have a question, Mr. DM. How does the underbelly look like? Like, is it just one straight road per area, like west, east, north, south?
No, it's like a very massive cavern. It's like a pretty large cave. There's a lot of like interconnecting areas and lots of like natural pillars that kind of break up the natural road or like pathways.
Okay.
So it goes in very random directions a lot of the times.
Oh. So is it like wide open with pillars or like it's like cave structure?
Yeah, it's like very wide open with pillars keeping
I
the
see.
surface up.
Let's follow Rodan's lead.
Right. I shall follow.
Just stay near us, just stay near us. So you don't get stolen.
I will try to trace Sylvan's footsteps. I guess. I guess it's impossible. I just don't know.
Yeah, you you just go into the direction where you remember you had
Yes.
split with Sylvan.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a long time, about 5 minutes of walk. You eventually make it to a particularly hobbled looking place. It seems to be made out of some kind of limestone brick kind of mix, completely covered with mud and just about built into the walls of this kind of cavern. And with nothing but a door leading to the inside of this supposed area, what are you guys doing?
Can I check the exterior? Is there anything saying anything on what this is? This building is.
There are a handful of crates that say vials and potionery.
Sounds
I
like
look at,
what an alchemist would do.
I look at the group and it's like, I think we're here. This might be the place.
I also think the same. Albatron, what do you want to do?
Well, this is not my mission, so you guys take the lead on this one.
As I said, Albatron.
You should. No, we should
I
probably
didn't say
just.
Rodan.
No, I know.
Should
I
probably
know.
just investigate. Should
Outside
probably
or
just investigate
inside?
since the alchemist itself. So both technically. So basically, Albatron doesn't have judgment on whether it's good or bad. He just wants to know first. So
Exactly. And how are we gonna do that?
yeah,
Is what I'm asking.
we knock, then just go in something. I'm not sure. I'm not a guard or something.
I suggest doing it right now since we are standing around at the
And
entrance.
then I will
and
knock
limit
and I'll ask, any alchemist here? Just straight up.
Sure,
You
do it.
start knocking, and you just hear kind of footsteps making their way towards the door. After a while, the door actually opens, and you see what looks like a mage of sort, very kind of comical, large hat, and clothing that doesn't seem to be from here, but from the far east.
Ah,
And you watch this woman kind of turn off towards, yes, we aren't serving customers today.
Then, I don't actually know how to initiate conversations. I'll just ask straight up. Then, do you know any alchemist by the name Nakatani? And then I'll say 20 gold. No, 10 gold. I don't know the prices yet. Yeah, I'll say if he knows anyone by the name Nakatani, and I'll offer 10 gold.
You watch as she raises her hand to receive the money. Do you give it?
Cassie should have
You
just.
know what?
let them
I'll
go.
give it, but I'll hold her hand, with the money. I don't know how much is 10 gold. I don't know how much 10
Yo,
gold
that's
is.
lewd.
Interlocking hands. bro.
You drop the money off, and as she kind of takes it, you just hold her hand, and she looks off towards you. Business first, coin to coin, and then I'll give you the information.
No, the coin. How big is 10 gold actually, Like, the coins are in our hands. It's more or less.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she's saying. The moment you like kind of hold, interlock your hands to keep her from just grabbing it and leaving, she tells you that.
Alright, fine. You know what? I release my hand.
You release your hand, she pockets the 10 gold and tells you, that would be me.
What?
It's her.
Oh, I see. You know what? I'll just look at Albatron since he's the one that actually wants to complete the mission. I just
What do you
ask you,
mean?
we have the alchemist. You were the one who wanted to go to the underbelly, by the way.
I'll assume that
What do you mean? I just tagged along with you.
Okay.
Okay, you two idiots, bro.
I don't
Two-
even care about her. Alright. And then, you know what? I'll just show her the Adventurers Guild, the quest.
Oh,
He gives
man.
it a kind of long look,
Oh, no.
starts reading it for a while. Well, I will tell you that I'm just a, let's say, a novice alchemist. I'm currently working for someone by the name of Kathan, and he is working on health potions.
Okay, this is out of character. I forgot why we asked Kasan for last week. Why were we asking for
Can we-
Kasan, by the way, last week?
Wait. Check the handouts. There's an Adventurers Guild, the Mysterious Alchemist. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I said Kisan, right?
no, we don't. We already know Kithan from the bar. We went to the bar. I think.
Are we looking for Nakatani or Kisan? Actually forgot.
No,
Kithan. Kithan.
Really?
Kithan is your made up name.
Nakat.
Right.
Okay,
All right,
Nakatani.
let me just
No.
do certain
Molong.
things.
Yeah.
Okay, Molong, your mission is Katan.
No,
I
my mission
said-
is
I
Alchemist,
said-
right?
Yes, Katan is the name of the alchemist that you were
I
asking.
see.
Nakatani, I told you, is the friend of Sylvan that
No.
Sylvan is searching for.
Oh,
Bro's lost. Bro needs a map.
I cannot remember this.
Bro.
Okay.
Can
I'll
you
add it to my
adventure
lore.
with-
I am bad with remembering names. I'll just add it to my lore.
I literally told you 5 minutes ago.
I did nobody
Goldfish
tell
for you.
me. This I have been asking Albatron to do it. Fine, right. Then I'll say to Nakatani, and then would you mind selling us some potions so we can affirm this fact.
She kind of turns back towards you, kind of almost closing the door. Again, we're not serving customers today. If you're willing to wait until tomorrow, perhaps, Master Kathan would have the regular scheduling hours for selling his goods and services.
My interested
Hmm.
thoughts are telling me to barge in, but I am currently still a folk hero, somewhat.
I mean, that's what Timon would do.
I'll just say, we have a guard right here.
Immer.
We have a guard. We have a warranty.
That's what Timo would
Yeah,
do. bro.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna inside check it if I know she's being sus. Can I do that or not?
Go ahead. What are you trying to insight check? Like,
If
what
she's trying to
specifically?
cover up something, like if she's trying to cover up something, why they're not opening?
Go ahead.
Normal roll, right?
Yeah.
I can't see it. Did it roll?
Nope. I did.
Bruh.
10. Well, it's a 5
If
bonus.
she's telling a lie
Well-
or not, you have no idea.
You have a 5 bonus.
I guess we're leaving.
No, or you know what?
Hmm.
Wait, what time is it actually? Wait. What did you say? I forgot. We need to wait, right, for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay,
tomorrow.
but this adventure is not reliable. You have to wait for a day for Kitan to serve us at regular hours.
I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking.
This,
But
this
I really don't care about this mission, but I wasted 10 gold. So I don't want to leave right now, so. I'll just say, I can't really do that since it is a mission to verify your, how does he say it? Threat level.
Credibility.
Credibility.
Well, Nakatani kind of turns back towards you. I'll tell you as a truth, and completely as a truth, he is indeed making healing potions, and he is using ingredients that may be not so regular, unorthodox for healing potions. But regardless of that fact, a leg just did regrow from a man that had offered his services for testing.
Oh shit. By testing.
Oh,
By
I really want. You know what? I will let my intrusive thoughts win. Actually, you know what? Sure.
Do it. Do it.
Cloud rune.
I'm
No,
actually.
that's the wrong one. Stone rune. I will
no.
stone rune her.
Carve
Stone
this
rune is the
rune,
one where
advantage on-
incapacitated, right?
In addition, when a creature you can see ends its turn within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction
It's
to
a-
invoke the rune.
It's a surprise round. It's a surprise.
Save succeeds. Creature's charmed by you for 1 minute.
Charm. She likes you.
Wow. Incapacitated.
This is the only
What does
way
an incapacitated mean, by the way? Like she can't move or do anything?
she can. Wait,
She
I'll
can't-
read the.
It's a surprise round, right? So that means you
Yeah.
have a full turn to yourself before everything acts. Therefore,
They can't take actions or reactions. That's incapacitated.
But she can still dodge if I ever, let's say, swung a sword at her.
She can't move.
But I can still miss. If I crit fail, I'm assuming.
kindly
let me
roll
read
an initiative check.
Damn. I shouldn't have let my thoughts win.
Including
They were
me.
Initiative
indeed
check?
intrusive.
If you're joining the fight, then sure, go ahead.
I'm watching them right now. I'm not.
Wait. Man, it was 16. You wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token. So what
Yeah,
do I
it's
do?
fine. It's
I
fine.
click
16 is fine.
I would observe for a while.
Damn, the
Okay, that's so
guard
long.
is actually waiting to observe for me.
Yo, you just
Both
yeah,
of
you
you
just
are
attack out
with
of
the
nowhere.
mission,
What
by
do
the way.
you mean?
I didn't attack her. I just incapacitated her. I
Ah,
didn't attack her.
Wait, there's no.
yeah. So
roll,
I
huh?
didn't know what your
Sure,
intention
sure.
was, so I'm not gonna doing it. You know.
Wisdom saving throw 13. Is that a save or a pass?
That's not a save. That is initiative. So
Oh,
Arthur, you
sorry.
start your turn, and immediately you use your stone rune.
Yeah?
Let me see. You can use your reaction to invoke the rune and force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw. And thus, I have to make a wisdom saving throw. The wisdom is a plus. Wait, 10 plus 3. 11. What is your DC?
How do you know that, by the way?
Okay, I'll search it.
Rune Knight. I have the Rune Knight. I believe, what is that? Stone Rune.
Rune 9.
Yeah, you should invoke the rune. It should be somewhere
Rune
within the
Knight.
rune knight area that tells you.
There's nothing for Stone Rune.
No, it wouldn't be in the stone rune area. It's in the class.
DC equals
area itself.
okay. DC equals 8 plus your proficiency plus
Ah.
your constitution modifier. So
Ah.
8 proficiency.
Where do I see all of that?
Okay.
13.
Your 8 plus your proficiency bonus. You should see that if you open your character.
Proficiency bonus.
It's-
2.
Yeah.
2.
Two.
So that's 10. What's your constitution modifier?
What's my constitution? 5. Is this one? The one 5 with
The
the
big
check?
number. The big
The
number.
big number.
The
3.
constitution.
3. So that's 13. So she fails.
Oh.
You should keep note of that. 13. That's your.
Yeah, forget that. Next fight, I used Stone Rune.
No, you can. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Whatever.
Immediately
Yeah,
you
decide that.
watch as Nagatani falls into this kind of weird, dreamy stupor. You watch as she just kind of like she's not aware of her surroundings whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm in a different map unless you guys are using a.
You're
No,
not
we're
using a battle map.
I don't think.
I don't even want to fight, man. Ito. Is the turn right now like my turn in the initiative or an extra turn?
This is your turn in the initiative right now. This is
Okay,
still
then.
within the surprise round, so you still have another turn right after.
Okay, you know what? So I just kick the door open and then I walk inside, and I'll say, sorry, I just need to check. we're currently in the underbelly. I can't trust anyone right now. Barge in.
You kick the door wide open. You start making your way inside, and you see a living room with a pretty large kind of table in the middle. You see a few cups there, 2 cups specifically, filled with tea or something like that. And what looks to be a very kind of large, intricate cage-like thing on the wall.
Is there anything inside the cage?
No.
Interesting. Is there anything that I can see that looks suspicious?
She's charmed, right?
Yeah, this will be on your next turn. Make me a perception check as an action. I'll be to
Next turn?
search around. Yeah.
So Albatron, you're not joining him going inside.
All of them are literally just outside doing.
I'm yeah. So 1 turn advantage, so I can't move
Ah!
yet.
I
Right?
have inspiration.
How you
Go
do?
ahead.
I just use it now.
Unless?
Before I forget.
Unless,
Perception. Oh, okay, man.
Okay. I mean,
There is nothing within the room that looks to you, or at least, yeah, to you. Nothing in the room looks suspicious whatsoever. There's a handful of empty vials. There's a kind of nice kind of couch, several chairs, and that aside from that large empty cage, nothing else seems suspicious.
You know what? Since I don't like barging into other people's rooms. Since I don't like barging into other people's rooms, while she's still dazed, I just go out and close the door. And then tell what I saw inside the room to rodents and albatross.
All right.
Kat,
Mm-hmm.
can I say to do I know that as a magic caster, if a person is charmed, they know that they got charmed, right?
Yes.
Or is that meta?
That is something that you know as a caster.